Stay back, stay back, stay back, stay back.
Hey, what is going on, everybody? It is your boy AK-12 here, and welcome to the first, or not should I say first, but welcome to the returning series of the Analyst. This is a series, for those who are new to my channel, this is a new series that I started on my channel a while ago in Battlefield, where I will take a clip and or full gameplay from Battlefield or Battlefront now, and basically analyze the clip, show you guys what I'm doing certain things, why I'm doing those things, and kind of help you guys out in both these specific types of shooters. So in this episode we are going to be playing some Battlefront. I haven't uploaded this game at all on my channel since the release of Black Ops 3, and I figured it was time to finally get some gameplay up for you guys. I got tons of gameplay saved up for you guys. We actually do have a 98 kill gameplay saved up in the files, so you guys can expect to see that somewhere down the road. Probably next Monday we'll probably upload that, maybe even Friday. We'll just have to wait and see. But this video is the streak. And what I mean by streak, this is pre-patch Boba Fett, back when he had his lock-on rockets and his ridiculously still overpowered primary weapon. The map that we're going to be playing on is, I actually don't remember the name of it, but I think it was Junelar Waste or something like that. I'm not too familiar with the map names in this game, or planet names should I say, you know, because people are going to people are going to destroy me for that if I get the names wrong and everything. But in this video, we're going to be discussing when to make the right pushes in Walker Assault, whether you be as an infantry soldier, or in this specific episode, we'll be focusing more on making the right pushes with Boba Fett. Because just because of the fact that you're in a hero does not necessarily mean that you're invincible. You can actually take a lot of damage from a group of enemies if you don't actually play it properly. And that's one thing that I learned when playing this game, is when it first came out, I saw these heroes, I figured, oh, these guys are ridiculously overpowered. And to be honest, the Boba Fett was overpowered. That's why his wrist rocket no longer attracts enemies. Like I said, this is pre-patch Boba Fett. So playing on Walker Assault, it's important that you generally try to play with friends, because trying to solo this type of game mode is just simply not going to happen. Even though this is one of the most casual shooters I've ever played, it's just really not going to work out in your favor. You're just going to get wrecked by enemy teams, and you're just going to get steamrolled by people who are playing in teams, and it's just going to end up you're going to end up raging, put it that way. So with Boba Fett, you always want to keep your distance away from the enemy. Your primary weapon deals ridiculous amounts of damage, enough to the fact where you could be literally all the way across the map and they could only deal a minuscule of damage to you. Your jetpack is your best friend also, but also maneuverability is your best friend. You want to make sure that you're constantly on the move while in your jetpack, because believe it or not, it's actually fairly easy to snipe Boba Fett mid-air, and the sniper deals a ton of damage, guys. 40 damage body shot. Headshot, I'm pretty sure it does a little bit more. But when you're making the right push, you always want to make sure you're pushing with your infantry at the same time. Play it as you're playing with a tank. You always want to make sure that you're not overextending your infantry too much, because if you do, not only are you going to ruin it for your own team, but your own team is going to get flanked. You're most likely going to die, and it's just not... it's going to end up really bad for you. So right now I'm looking at a spawn point right now. I missed a couple shots because I was actually getting warmed up this game. As you can see, my wrist rocket's trying to track onto this guy. I can't exactly kill him, and they're actually all spawning in at the same time. Right where I'm looking right now, guys, is a spawn point. Believe it or not, they literally spawn right in front of me. There's nothing that they can do. I'm literally just mowing down their own spawn right now, and they're going to continuously spawn there no matter what. There is another spawn point to my right-hand side, but for some odd reason, they're not spawning there, and I think that was because a couple of my teammates were pushed up really far, so that limits them to only 2 spawn locations. Down below the ship right where I'm looking at towards my left, and also in the back over there. That's literally a bad situation for them. So it makes my job a lot easier, just constantly mowing down their spawn. There's not much they can really do at this point, because I found their spawn point. They're not getting out of it. I'm just going to constantly keep mowing them down. So when it comes to situations like this, try to keep them off the uplinks. Your infantry is going to do their best to try and hold down the uplink that is below me right now, right underground. That's a really tough one. But it is important that you yourself do not go there unless you're absolutely sure that you can kill every single one of them. Why do you not want to do this? Because of the fact that Boba Fett is not a close range hero. You do not want to go in close quarters combat with Boba Fett, just because of the plain fact that you will get absolutely destroyed. I tried it once when I first played as Boba Fett when this game was out, and it simply it ended really bad, put it that way. Now, as much as I hate condoning this type of behavior, I strongly recommend that you guys try to keep your distance from the enemy and also find a nice little cheeky head glitch that you can pick them off. Right where I'm standing right now is a pretty good spot, but also I recommend that you try to go to that ship that's to my left in the back over there. That can, oh, look at that body fly. But that left ship over there is another good spot as well, but be warned, there is actually an invisible wall that you cannot shoot through. And I experienced it so many times. I don't even understand what causes it sometimes. But try not to use your wrist rockets on land turrets and everything, because for some reason it deals such a minuscule amount of damage that there's just no point in using it. Also, avoiding the homing shots is another problem in this game. As you can see, the best thing you can do is just crouch behind the rock. But if you happen to be in a really bad spot where you can't get behind cover in time enough to avoid the homing shot, just jetpack and then jump down immediately. Those are the easiest way to dodge the homing shot because they move super slow. Their maneuverability is very terrible. They cannot curve like the certain other things in this game. It's just not going to work out. It's not as fast as the wrist rockets, so you're going to want to keep your distance from that. And as you can see, that flip spawn is exactly what I was talking about, guys. My infantry pushed up way too far on that left-hand side, and now the spawns have flipped. I took a little bit of damage, not too much of a big deal, but now they're all spawning on that left side, or the right side back there. And what's making my job a lot harder is the fact that they have spawn protection. If you spawn in, the minute they spawn in and you see them, they have ridiculous god mode. Meaning you could put a full burst into someone and they'll only take like 5 damage. That's how bad it is. They can survive an AT shot. That's how overpowered it is. And as you can see, my friend Killamix just picks up a ridiculous feed with the dubstep nade. You guys will be seeing that soon in another episode of the Analyst. But regardless, overall, when it comes to Boba Fett, you're guaranteed at least 5 kills as long as you know what you're doing. If you know what you're doing, you're fairly confident in your own gun skill, you can pull off some pretty insane streaks. Even post-patch Boba Fett, I've pulled off about 70 kill streaks perhaps, and you guys will be seeing that probably soon. And also, it's also important that you try to play with friends with Boba Fett, because they not only are you going to get yourself a ton of kills, but you're also going to help your friends get a ton of kills. They're going to help you stay alive as long as possible, and that's precisely what Killamix did for me in this gameplay. Like I said, Killamix is one of my good friends that I've played with Battlefield for quite a long time, and now he plays Battlefront with me on quite a consistent basis. So, pretty much, when it comes to these last set of MCOMs, there's not much they can do as far as trying to help win the game for themselves. They are pretty much pushed far back into their deployment. There's no way they can get out. It makes my job a ton easier. And also, keep in mind, guys, you saw that guy post his shield in the back. You can actually shoot a rocket through that shield and they will die. For some odd reason, the shields do not block the wrist rockets. And as you can see, a nice little battle with Luke Skywalker here. He's not even paying attention that I'm right behind him. Does not end well for him as I take him out. And I actually took out another Luke in the beginning of this gameplay. And I think it was the same guy that just happened to be gunning for me this gameplay. But regardless, the gameplay is wrapping up, guys. I hope you guys did enjoy this. It was a 50+ kill streak with Boba Fett. Leave it in the comments box if you guys actually counted how many kills it was. I think there was a few kills in the beginning that I did not include. As you can see, I didn't realize that I could have gone onto that ship and got more kills, but it didn't really matter much. I figured I'd push up a little bit because the game's already over. So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you guys want to see more of Star Wars Battlefront. Epic kill streaks, epic gameplays. I got tons of gameplays stacked up for you guys. Next episode, we'll be discussing the jets, and probably the episode after that, we'll be moving on to infantry-style gameplay on Battle of Endor. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Final score was like 56 kills or something like that. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed this video. It is your boy, Like an AK, signing out. Peace! My aim's kind of bad right now. Alright, I gotta go, guys. I gotta head to Home Depot and pick up a Christmas tree. I'll be back in like an hour.
Dooku would be interesting because between Vader and also Saber.
I don't know. I don't keep track of names.
Yeah, I mean, Dooku was cool. He wasn't one of my favorite villains. I think my favorite villain of all time is Darth Maul, General Grievous, and Boba. I love Boba. I think everything about Boba, because he's not a Jedi, but he's still such a badass, that's why I love him.